But this is going to be a little bit more on the personal side, because I just want to wrap up a little bit of what I spoke about last first Sunday, and then make you aware of some things. When I become aware of things, and I think it's important for all the believers, I talked to my wife and I said, I think I want to make that a part of my first Sunday presentation. And so let me first start with a video. So I'm going to have to step away and get the technology ready here and then resume. So just give me just about five minutes here, if that long. That's the reason.
I'm trying to pick it up.
That's the reason. You probably don't know what we're laughing about here, but I'll tell you in a minute. I'll put some tape on the floor so I know how to position the tripod. And he's the second one to try to take the tape off. I said, no.
Get it out your face. Now, if it was a bubble gum, it'll be there next year. That's what I tell my kids. I said, I just laid that down, move that quick. If it was something that didn't belong there, it'd be there for 2 years. Don't touch that. That's dead. Put that in. Like it's a dirty plate. Put it in the sink.
Okay. All right, and let's do this. So, yeah. Okay, so let me ask you to look at the screen here. The last first Sunday presentation was on Equifax, right? And the hack. Well, look what if you go to their website, and their website is just Equifax.com, you'll see they put this up yesterday. Well, I saw it yesterday. Okay, due to the cybersecurity incident, we are offering all U.S. consumers identity theft protection and credit file monitoring through Trusted ID Premier. No other subscription products are available for purchase at this time. Okay, so in order to follow this up, all you have to do is click on this link right here, but you should do it from a computer. I tried to do it from my iPad, right? And I could never get in. But my wife was able to get in, right? She did hers from the computer.
That's because she's smarter than you.
Well, it probably is, and it's okay. I agree with you. I have no problem, because that's what I did next. I pulled out my computer, got in, and I set it up. Okay, so that's what I'm letting you know. Don't try to do it from your mobile device. Do it from a computer. But you can sign up, follow all the prompts, and you can sign up for the monitoring free for a year. Some people pay big money to have this done. And what it will do, and also it will give you, along with that, you'll get a copy of your credit report from Equifax. It's free. And I'm going to, in my presentation, again, I'm going to encourage you all, particularly now, you should certainly order your credit report. Even though you're going to get one from Equifax, you should try to get one from one of the other. They're going to give it to you free. You should try to get one from one of the other credit bureaus, either Experian or TransUnion. All right. And as I go on with my presentation, you're going to see why that's so important. All right. So if you need to copy this information down, you can copy it down now, or you can see it a little afterwards, and I'll make sure you get it. Now again, you notice everything is being driven from a computer, right? No telephone number. But I gave a Muslim brother a phone number for Equifax. He couldn't be here today, but he just wanted to call me and let me know how things went, because everybody doesn't have a computer, and everybody doesn't have access to a computer. But that only says why it's so important in this day. Even if you don't have one yourself, go to your family, go to a friend, go somewhere and get a computer. You can even do this at a public Wi-Fi, a library. Go and sign up for this monitoring, okay, credit monitoring. Because the reason why they've made it available to everybody is because half the population of the United States has been affected by that breach, that hack. Half the population. So they're saying, hey, we're not taking no chances. We let anybody who wants to sign up for this, you can get it for a year free. All right. So take advantage of it. All right. Don't. As I continue my presentation, don't get caught up and get your identity stolen, because it'll cost you a lot of money to get out of it. Yes, sir.
Brother, I think it's important to point out too that if you got access to C-SPAN, they're having hearings right now. If you got access to C-SPAN, they're having hearings right now. That senator, that lady, I forget her name, but she's been raising some questions about it. This company not only had a hack, but they also have been selling your information.
Oh yeah, that's part of their business.
Information. So now there is a movement in Congress to try to stop them from doing that and to give you more power over your history rather than to let them just sell your stuff to somebody else.
That's correct.
So go to C-SPAN and you will see the people from Agrifest, the main guy up there at a hearing. And the one that gives them a hard time is, what's that lady's name?
I don't know what senator it is. What state is she from?
She's from Massachusetts.
No. Elizabeth Warren?
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren.
Okay,
yeah,
and we said Massachusetts. That's why I said just give me the state.
Anytime you see Elizabeth Warren questioning them, you should listen.
Yeah, she's on it.
Yeah, she's on it.
She's on it. Okay, just turn it off and leave it out there. Somebody else might want to speak.
Yeah,
okay.
And right quick, I want to apologize. I apologize. Sister Jamila is here, and she's an author. She has an ebook, and she's our guest keynote speaker here today. And she has a program. She's going to talk to us about homeschooling and educate us on a few areas of homeschooling. So I want everybody that's here to make sure you stay in your seats after the library finishes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. You can take that up. Let's turn it off, Wallace. Give the next person who wants to. Yeah.
Leave it on? Okay.
Okay, so now, let me, before I go on, let me go to this this next presentation I want to make available to you all. I don't know how many people saw this, and a lot of people may not have seen it, and I want to make sure that you're aware of it.
Buying and selling cars online is hot right now, but watch out.
2 investigator Pam Zekman warns that scammers are out there trolling the sites and ready to steal your money.
Maybe I'm getting a great deal, but it didn't dawn on me that I'd be taking.
That good deal was a 2000 Jayco Eagle RV selling for $2,000 on a website called Let Go. Roman Schleitzer needed an RV for an upcoming move to help care for his mother. This was the answer to your dreams?
Yes.
Sounded like a good deal.
Yes.
Turned out to be what?
A scam.
You're getting a little emotional on me here.
They crushed my dreams.
They crushed your dreams? Schleitzer took out a high-interest loan and sent the seller $2,000 plus another $1,500 for insurance via MoneyGram. So what's that going to cost you?
Bottom line, it's going to cost me almost $8,000.
Nothing came.
Nothing came at all. I was mad as hell.
You'll see that exact same picture of that same vehicle for sale across the country. And sometimes that'll tip you off that this is a scam.
Scammers are also targeting people who are selling their cars online. That's what happened to Andrea and Gary Balsavich. They were selling their 1992 Cadillac on Craigslist for $4,500. They immediately got a bite.
He told me that he didn't need to see it. It was a car that he wanted.
The buyer said he was hard of hearing and could only communicate via text, like this one.
I'm a good person. I will handle the car well, and you won't regret doing business with me.
The buyer sent a certified check for $4,500 plus $1,900 for shipping. The Balsaviches were told to deposit the check and send $1,900 to the alleged shipper. A major red flag, according to fraud experts. The check was a fake. Balsavich texted the buyer again.
Should I consider this a scam and get the police involved? And he never answered again.
The check is so professionally done that neither the consumer nor the bank will initially be able to see that it's a fraud.
FTC records show that automobile scams are perennially a top 10 problem.
Now I don't want to trust anybody. I don't believe anything that people say.
After we made inquiries, the Balcevich's bank refunded the $1,900 they lost. A spokesperson for Let Go says fraud cases are extremely rare compared to the millions of people using their app each month. Tips from both Craigslist and Let Go on how to avoid scammers are linked at our website, cbschicago.com. Rob and Erica, one of the biggest tips, if something involves a check where you're supposed to send money back to them fast, don't do it. It's probably a scam. Warning.
Okay, all right. How many people have seen this on Channel 2? See, that's that. So how many, you didn't know about this? You had never heard about this? Is this why I do this? This is exactly why I do this. There's an assumption that some people say, well, you know, everybody knows. No, they don't. A lot of people have not known. Remember now, they did a certified check that the bank couldn't even determine was false until it had been deposited. So you know the average person.
It was in the bank.
They had deposited, but they had deposited the check in the bank and had wrote out a check of their own for $1,900 to send to a shipper, to pay a shipper. It's a scam. It's been going on for a while, you know. Yes, sir, brother. And let me give you the. Won't you be on?
I've had an experience similar to that, but I didn't get caught.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I Googled the bank to check the routing number, and it was one digit turned around. Then they had a legitimate bank name and had the exact right digits for the routing number, but one digit was out of place.
Mm-hmm.
So then these had the nerve wanting to know when was I going to send them money. You know? I said, because they were paying me for something, gonna pay me. Oh, I know we're gonna pay me to have my car painted with a certain logo, something advertising something, and then send the rest of it to the company who was gonna do the painting.
Mm-hmm.
And they so that I was gonna make my money just having my car going around with their logo. I told them, I said, hey. I talked to him on the phone. I said, listen, this check that you sent me, the majority of it is going to the painter. Why didn't you have him give me my money and let him take the big end? He hung up.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good example. That's a good example. Well, as they say now, anytime someone sends you something and then you got to send them something back, why did they send it to you in the first place? Or you got to send it to someone else? How come you just didn't send me my portion and you send the other portion to them? But that's one of the big scams that's going on out there, all right? And just want to make you aware of it. Don't get caught up in it, you know. And when they say if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it probably is a duck, all right? And you know, in this day and time, you don't get something for nothing. If you ever think you're going to get something for nothing, that's when you really become vulnerable. You don't get something for nothing, okay? Yes.
Can you also tell them about the email scams, like if the bank emails you?
Oh yeah, the phishing scams.
Click here.
Yes, this is the phishing scams. Phishing, what I mean, is spelled with a P, not an F. Okay, but it's phishing. But it's the same thing. They're phishing for someone. That's what they're doing. But they get honest people. All right, you get an email. It may be something like this. But it'll be on the bank. It'll look just like, it could be from Chase, it could be from Bank of America. It'll look just like their site. And they'll say, okay, information, we need you to click here. But as soon as they start, one thing though, when you click on it, you have to be careful. Sometimes you can download a virus onto your computer. All right. Another thing is, why is the bank contacting you on the email? How many times the bank contact you without you even contacting the bank? You don't hear from the bank. All right. So what they say is, before you click on anything, just call them. They have a number. Just call the bank and say, did you send me an email regarding this? But before you click on it. All right. And they'll tell you, they'll let you know. No, we haven't tried to contact you by email. And they'll ask you to try to forward that whatever it is forwarded to their fraud. All of them have fraud areas, fraud units. And they'll ask you to forward it to us. Just forward it. Don't click on anything, just forward it to us. All right. And because they're trying to catch up with whomever is doing this. All right. But this happens all the time. It happens all the time. All right.
There's another one out there too, brother. And I know that I don't want to hurt your feelings.
You don't hurt my feelings. You ain't hurt my feelings.
There's one out there for iPhone. They sending me, thanking me for my purchase.
Really?
I said, you must got me mixed up with Big Mom.
Do we still have that?
That's not me. Now,
we still, somebody, was it iPhone 8 or 9? What was it?
I don't know, because I didn't.
We got an iPhone in the mail, but it was made out to somebody with name start with an L. It wasn't nobody in I. So we called them to tell them their phone came to the wrong address, and we trying to send it back.
Yes.
We still got it. They won't send us no paperwork or nothing. Now I'm not. I could put a label on it, but I'm not about to send this nowhere.
Right.
I'm gonna sit there until they
like
send me a label.
Verizon's gonna send it. Yeah.
Yeah, Verizon, and that's been 2 months. We got a phone.
Weird.
yeah.
Oh, they think you're gonna.
Let everybody
They think we gonna
upgrade.
upgrade. You see,
No.
I told you she was stubborn. They think we gonna upgrade because we got a new phone in the house.
Yeah. Well, inshallah, if God bless me, and I'm here next first Sunday. I hear my wife. You hear that? I'll be talking about technology because I'm going to have my new iPhone 10. Yeah, inshallah. God bless me. I'm gonna have it. No, I'm not that crazy to sit out there. I ain't got to have the first one. But I'm going to upgrade to it. And then I'll share with you. I want to share with you the information about that phone, but also about the new plans and what's going on out there. So for those who decide they want to upgrade or whatever, so you can be aware of what's going on out there if there's any changes. But let me finish with the subject we're on, and we're dealing with fraud alert, identity theft, because that's what can happen if something like this occurs. You get hacked. This is an article. It's from the Tribune, and it's from the Monday, August 14th, 2017. So some time ago. And what I do is, when I come across these articles, I'll make a note of them and I'll put them in a file, and I just save them to the first thing that I can come to bring them to your attention. But let me now put the back on me up here, and good. All right. So, what happens if an identity theft, or you become the victim of identity theft? Let me tell you. First, how you can try to avoid it, and then if you become a victim of what you should do. So let me read this article. It's really short, but it's very important. After 41 million Americans have been victims of identity theft, according to a recent survey by bankrate.com in September, it was my turn. And this guy's named Mark Shulam, and he works for Kiplinger. All right. My wife and I were on vacation in England. A woman from the fraud department of Capital One called asking if I had applied for a second Capital One credit card. I had not. Capital One had turned down the application, she told me in a soothing voice. But whoever tried to open this account has your social security number, your date of birth, she said. The credit application raised red flags because the imposter listed his address as Springfield, Illinois, and I live in Washington. This is the writer of the article, okay? She told me to contact the 3 major credit bureaus, review my credit reports, and consider putting a fraud alert on my accounts. I already knew the drill because Kiplinger gives the same advice to victims of ID theft. 10 days later, back at my desk, I went to www.annualcreditreport.com to get my free credit reports. I put that up several times. You remember the address? And if you want me to, I'll repeat it. Well, I can repeat it again right now. How many people want me to repeat the address? Are you ready to write it down? Okay. www. The word annual credit report, all one word, .com, all one word. That's what you type into your search engine on your computer. Take you to the website to get my free credit report and make sure that no one had opened my accounts or any accounts in my name. Someone had beaten me to the site because each credit bureau reported that I had already claimed my free report for the year.
Wow.
I had not. Okay. Because you get one free. Remember I told you get one free from each credit bureau once a year.
All right. Got you free.
Somebody already got it. Okay. So she said, I decided to pay for my reports, despite the fraud alerts on my account. Experian and Equifax were more than happy to take my $10. The cost varies by state. TransUnion, to its credit, refused to acknowledge me because without more verification. I downloaded and scanned the 2 reports. Each had the Capital One inquiry as well as one from Discover, but no fraudulent accounts or new addresses yet. I called Discover and I was assured that the application would be denied. Scammers like the one who targeted me tried to steal your personal information and apply for credit in your name, but at different addresses. Okay? If that application slips through the cracks and is approved, it gets easier and easier to open up more accounts in your name, and soon your credit is a mess. I call, now this is another name that you might want to make a note of, and this number I'm going to give you. I'll call Eva Velasquez of the nonprofit Identity Theft Resource Center. The number is 888-400-5530. That's 888-400-5530. And then they also give the web address. To review my strategy, you can call the center to talk with an advisor. You'll also find tons of information online. Velasquez confirmed that it made sense to freeze my accounts with each of the 3 credit bureaus, which would prevent any new creditors from viewing my credit report or score. You have to unfreeze them when you apply for credit. Remember I talked about that first Sunday, right? You can put a freeze on your account, but if you think you're going to go out and apply for credit, unfreeze it, and after that credit application, everything goes through, then you can put the freeze back on, all right? So you won't be denied, because if you try to go get a new iPhone or apply for a loan or anything where that freeze is on, it'll be denied because they won't be able to get access to your credit file. Okay. All right, so.
A question.
Yes.
If you put a freeze on your account, then that freezes your credit cards and debit cards?
No, it won't freeze you from using them. It just to freeze anybody from opening up any more credit in your name.
Okay, all right,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, you can use your cards and everything. Okay. It's just, but people cannot access your information, or you can't open up another account in your name. Okay. Victims of ID theft can freeze their accounts free, but anyone can do it by paying a fee, typically $10, although it varies by state. All right. Well, you know, with Equifax, they're going to allow you to put a freeze on free. But remember, take it off before you decide that you're going to go out and try to apply for credit. And you may not even think, like I say, I'm getting ready to go and get this new iPhone, right? I'm going to go to my service provider, which is T-Mobile. But T-Mobile is going to check my credit before they process it. And if it's a freeze on my account, T-Mobile will deny me it. All right. So remember, if you put the freeze on, take it off, and then after you take care of business, put it back on.
Did you ever tell us how to put the freeze on?
You just call. All you got to do is call. All you do is call one of the credit bureaus, or call all 3: Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. They all have a phone number you can call, and you can request the freeze to be put on your account. After they verify your identity and everything, some of them, if they charge you something, they'll tell you what you have to pay, and then you pay it. If it's $10, pay it. But right now with Equifax, it's going to be free. All right. Now, say you become the victim of identity theft. Maybe you saw a suspicious charge on your bank statement, or your debit card is missing from your wallet. If you believe your account is at risk, you need to act fast. Your money could be in jeopardy. Now I'm reading this from the Tribune. This is the Sunday, October 8th Tribune. All right. According to a 2015 American Bankers Association survey, banks lost nearly $2 billion to deposit account fraud the year before. The recent Equifax data breach highlights how consumers' information is vulnerable and how you could put your financial accounts in danger. When faced with a compromised account, consumers can protect themselves by acting quickly in the short term and diligently in the long term. So number one, report possible fraud within 2 business days. The clock starts ticking as soon as you realize there's a problem. If you report a possible stolen debit card within 2 business days of discovering it's missing, the most you can be responsible for someone authorized transaction is $50. All right. So within 2 days, if you find out, you contact them. No matter how much they run up on it, you only are responsible for $50, according to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. But if you procrastinate beyond 2 days, you could lose up to $500. All right. So as soon as you find out that something is compromised, contact the company. Your credit card or debit card, contact them right away. If you see unauthorized transactions on your bank statements, how many of y'all check your bank statements when they come in the mail? I didn't see enough hands go up. Hey, look, let me tell you something. You should check your bank statements every month. Every month, check that bank statement. All right? Unless y'all got, or check it online. Okay? But check it to make sure that all the charges are authorized, that you know about, and you authorize them. The window for reporting it to your bank is 60 days. So if there's something on there that's not authorized, you have 60 days to report it. After that, you can lose all that was stolen from your main account and any linked accounts with no reimbursement from your bank. Debit card protections aren't as strong as those covering credit cards, for which potential losses are capped at $50. So that's why it's important. If they steal your debit card, then they need to report that right away, because it's connected to your checking account, okay? And they can start pulling money out. Okay. If money has been stolen, contact authorities and close your account, all right? File a police report, then contact your financial institutions to shut down the compromised account. Your bank or credit union can help you transfer remaining funds into a new account with a different account number and debit card. Be sure to keep records for your old account in a safe place. All right? Okay. Now, then again, check your credit reports. So I'll check your credit reports for new, we just went through that, for any new accounts open up in your name. All right? And then they end up just saying, continue to monitor. Learn how to protect future account information. After an account breach, your financial institution should restore your lost money quickly. But getting your money back in a new debit card or even closing your compromised account doesn't mean that you're financially safe. There may be long-term issues. A thief could share your personal identification information with other criminals who might try to access your accounts or open new ones. Take these steps to protect your information. When using mobile apps, and I do a lot of banking on my phone. When using mobile apps, guard against hackers by keeping devices up to date. Remember that what I said? When they send you updates about a new update, download it. Okay? Don't wait to update your phone or update your iPad or upload it and your computer. Update it right away. Right? Monitor bank statements monthly for unauthorized charges. Don't send personal financial information by email. Okay? So those are things I wanted to share with brothers and sisters here at the Mosque and those who are watching us online. Remember, Satan is always out there to take what you have. All right? Don't care what you look like, could make no difference. For if they're concerned, it's money. It don't have to be green. It's just a transaction. You know, that's all they're concerned about is getting your money. All right. So you got to protect yourself. You got to look after yourself. So I wanted to share that with you now. There's a couple of questions yesterday, pretty now.
I don't know how many banks there's. I know Chase does. You can set a certain amount of money that if any transaction comes up, they send you an email right away. Chase send any, because I don't have much money, so anything over $125, they notify me immediately. And so I get notifications on my own stuff that I actually let me know, hey, that $233 that was above the $125, I can ignore it because I know I'm all right, you know. Okay. But anything that goes through over $125, immediately, and my phone whistles at me.
Yeah. All right. That's important. That's important. If you can do that on your accounts, do that. But remember now, nobody can watch your money better than you can. All right? Nobody watch your money better than you can. So, with that, brothers and sisters, are there any other questions? All right, that means I did a halfway decent job. All right, well,